Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. Welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into some excellent hidden gems for Commander, cards which are underrated, powerful and totally awesome. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's check out these hidden gems. Number 1, Court of Ambition, an enchantment spell that costs 2 black and 2 generic mana to cast. It says the following. When this enchantment enters, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card. If you're the monarch, instead, each opponent loses 6 life unless they discard 2 cards. So starting the list off strong. Any card that introduces the monarch mechanic is great in my opinion, as it's just a very fun mechanic for the whole table to enjoy. Court of Ambition is a very powerful card and fun to play because it does bring monarch to the party. It's also a rather menacing card to face off against as it can really hinder opponents. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card, and if you're the monarch, instead each opponent loses 6 life unless they discard 2 cards. This is huge. 6 life drain is a large number in Commander, and if left unchecked, this can really drain away your opponent's life rapidly within a few turns, unless of course they do choose to discard those cards. But again, this can be a real nuisance for them, as players do not like discarding cards. Overall, this enchantment is sweet. It provides a potent effect that can rapidly turn into a win condition by forcing opponents to lose life or discard cards, and it helps secure the monarch mechanic for us upon entering. Overall, it is solid, and you can buy this card for around $7. Number 2, Koskun Falls, a world enchantment that costs 2 black and 2 generic mana to cast. It's an old school card, so I will share a fresh and updated card text for it. The card says the following. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this enchantment unless you tap an untapped creature you control. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 generic mana for each creature they control that's attacking you. So I'm a big fan of any sort of fog effects or ghostly prison effects in Magic the Gathering. Being able to negate combat damage is superb and can help clutch you a save or even a win. The best thing about Koskun Falls is that unlike the instant spell Fog, this is an enchantment, so it's going to stay on the board until removed by an opponent. So yeah, it's very similar to Ghostly Prison, allowing us to repeatedly reap its benefits. The small catch is we have to tap one of our untapped creatures at the beginning of our upkeep, or we are forced to sacrifice it. But honestly, this is such a minor downside and can be easily achieved. Use your worst creature in play or even a small little token. If an opponent doesn't have the mana available to attack you, they won't be able to attack you. It's that simple and that good. So it offers superb defense. In really simple terms, this is a Ghostly Prison in black. So if you've been looking for something similar for your black decks, this is the card for you. And you can buy this card for around $15. Number 3, Mirage Mirror, an artifact spell that costs 3 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. For 2 generic mana, this artifact becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn. So I was doing some research for cards for this video and was shocked to see that Mirage Mirror is only in around 1.3% of decks at edhrec.com. It's such a brilliant card and I expected to see it have a way higher play rate. So yes, I guess it's a hidden gem. Mirage Mirror is pretty low to cast. It's an artifact at just 3 generic mana, and for 2 generic mana, it can become a copy of of pretty much any permanent on the board. There are a few things it can't copy, for example, Planeswalkers. We can use it to answer all sorts of threats on the board. For example, if an opponent is attacking you with a huge, scary creature, we can use this. We can use Mirage Mirror to become a copy of it to block and trade. Do you maybe need mana? Copy someone's Gilded Lotus. Need to protect your stuff on your turn? Copy something like a Swiftfoot Boots. There is so much versatility with this artifact spell. It can fit in literally any deck as it's a toolbox on a stick. If you don't own a copy, I highly recommend picking one up. It is great. And you can buy this card for around 60 cents, making it very budget friendly. Hey everyone, if you're loving these hidden gems, do me a solid, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Every click helps the algorithm send these hidden gems to more players who need them. Okay, now let's get back to the list. Number 4, Sandstone Oracle. An artifact creature Sphinx that costs 7 generic mana to cast. It has 4 power and 4 toughness, and it says the following. Flying. When this creature enters, choose an opponent. If that player has more cards in hand than you, draw cards equal to the difference. Okay, so hear me out. I know at a first glance, this card looks pretty terrible. 7 mana for a 4/4 flyer, which can draw you a few cards upon entering. Is it worth the mana? Is it worth playing? Well, the thing is, with it being a creature, we can get rather inventive on how we choose to utilize this Sphinx. For example, we could abuse its ETB trigger by bouncing it with cheap to cast bounce spells or abilities that we may have on the board. Furthermore, it can be great in graveyard recursion decks, where often you can find ways to get creatures back from your graveyard for a far lower mana cost than what they initially cost to cast. With this all in mind, we can massively ramp up the card draw that Sandstone Oracle can offer, making it a total value machine. Do any of you watching run this hidden gem? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know how it performs for you. Best of all, it is totally budget friendly, as right now you can buy this card for around 35 cents, so why not try it out? Number 5, Sudden Spoiling. An instant spell that costs 2 black mana and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Until end of turn, creatures target player controls lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 0/2. So Sudden Spoiling is a uniquely powerful card, primarily due to its split second ability. This makes it very hard for opponents to respond to. For just 3 mana and at instant speed, it can completely shut down an opponent's attack, neutralize key combo pieces, or create a game-winning combat swing for yourself. It offers a lot of juice for just 3 total mana. I personally enjoy using this card in a Golgari deck that has a large number of creatures in play with trample and big stats. I can cast Sudden Spoiling and turn opponent's board state into small 0/2s, then attack with my large army of creatures with trample for the combat damage win. It's great, it's simple, and it's highly effective. You can buy this card for around $5. Number 6, the final card on my list today. You find some Prisoners. An instant spell that costs 1 red and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Choose 1. Break their chains destroys target artifact, or interrogate them. Exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library, choose one of them. Until end of your next turn, you may play that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. So you find some Prisoners excels in Commander due to its flexibility. It efficiently handles problematic artifacts or provides crucial card advantage by exiling and casting an opponent's spell, which is always fun, making it a versatile answer to many situations. I really like this card and find it useful in many mono red decks. You can buy this card for around 50 cents, which makes it rather budget friendly. Okay, we arrived to the end of the video. What do you all think of the cards I've listed? Do any of you watching play these cards? Have any recommendations on some hidden gems for the Commander format? If so, let me know in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and always try my best to answer them all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please check out the 2 other videos that should have popped up on the screen. Please could you also drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future Commander content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.